All right, welcome all you night readers. It is good to see you all. It's good to have you all here. Welcome to Tarot Nights, our nightly, our daily tarot live free tarot show. So it's good to have everybody here. Thanks for all being here. I do appreciate it. And I hope everybody's doing well. I am doing well. And let's see what's going on and see how everybody's doing. So let's get you in and see what's happening. Hello, Yvonne and Lisa and Jane, Dream Queen, Bart, man, it's good to have you all. So, Josanne, hey, Josanne, welcome back. It's good to have you. Austin, hey, Austin. I am good. I am doing well. It's good to have you all. Thanks for being here. Go, Gina. Welcome back. It's nice to have you. Oh, Josanne, you're welcome. Always. It's always a warm welcome here. This is the Night Reader family of friends. So Yvonne, you're looking for a follow-up from last night's Lenormand reading. We're going to do something a little different tonight. I am going to do things just a tiny bit different tonight. Not much. It's still going to be tarot reading. It's still going to be wonderful and fun, as always. We're still going to laugh a little and cry a little. Say goodbye a little. That's the story of love. Oh, that's a song, isn't it? All right. So it's good to have you guys. Thanks for being here, everybody. All right. A follow-up from last night. Last night's reading, right? We talked about betrayal and betrayal in the family sense and in the home sense, right? You had the house, and that's all about someone who is very familiar to you and someone who is not really getting along with everybody. And well, tonight we've got, we have your memories. It's all about you and your memories and the things that you can remember doing. And I think it's, story of love. It's I'll tell you that song came out way before Beaches. That was a song from 1957 or 58. Yeah, it was an old doo-wop song from the 50s. You got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story that's the glory of love. Glory of love. Yeah, it's an old 50s song. I know. I'm an old guy, so I know. But it's all about your memories. It's all about nostalgia. It's all about the things you're thinking about. And I think, that's what you think about. You think about these things in the back of your mind all the time, that just because things are not good in the whole family, the whole big Farrell family, right? The big Farrell family. Well, that is that's not always the case for you, right? Because you look back and you want to think of the happy times. You don't want to think of the bad. You don't want to think of the sad. You want to think of the good. So you're excited to move on. I shouldn't say excited. That's not really the word either, right? You want to move on. You want to be able to move on. You want to be able to do things on your own, right? You want to get away and just pull away from this family situation, right? But you can't. There's just no way, because you are the messenger, and everything, it's like everything goes through you. Everything goes through you, right? One side tells you some things, and then the other side tells you things, and it goes through you. So you're dedicated to everybody. Of course, you're always dedicated to everyone, and that's great, but it makes it difficult for you because it's a lot of work, and that work causes stress, and stress causes health issues, and there you have it, right? So, of course, just like always, we had a huge discussion one night about the Eight of Cups, right? Remember that? I do. It's time to move away. It's time to move away from this person until they decide they're going to turn their life around, because they're going to keep coming to you, and expect you to be there for them. But, you can't go back. You can't look back. It's hard to do. It's hard to do when you're thinking about these things, when you're thinking about the past and the memories and all that stuff. It's very difficult to do. I know. But it's going to be something you really have to try. So that's what I get for you. That is what I got for you, Yvonne. I hope that makes sense. How you doing, Lise? So last night's reading was good, but didn't really get an answer to your question. Yeah, I know. Sometimes that happens. I can't help it. What do you see? Do I see anything in the cards about lies that have been getting told to my family lately by a member? And will the truth come out? Okay. Jane, I'm getting the idea that N the Aries, by the way, got in touch with you this week. Or got in touch with you within the past 7 days. All right, Lisa. So, Lisa, are the lies going to be are the lies coming out, basically, right? Are the lies coming out from, again, the family member that is causing the trouble? And I think that you just want to search. You're searching for the truth, right? That's really what it is. You are searching for the truth. And, as much as this light keeps adjusting itself on me every day. I don't know why. But the more you search, the less you find, it seems like. That's really how things are. The more you're searching, the less you find. The person who is lying about things to the family is having some type of an emotional connection with someone who is not good for them. They're a burden on them. They weigh heavily on them, and that person feels very stuck. They just don't know what to do. They don't know where to go, and they just can't get things going in the right way. It's just difficult. It's almost impossible, right? They're not getting things going the right direction. Things are never going in the right direction for them at this point. And I think that you are, you're just, you understand that this is happening, that they feel like things are not going their way. They know things aren't going their way, and they feel like they're stuck in that thing. Will the truth come out of the things they've been lying about? Yes, the truth is going to rear its ugly head. It's going to pop up. Eventually the truth grows, right? The truth does grow eventually. And unfortunately for this person, it's going to be there for them as well. It's going to constantly be there. The lies are always going to be there, and so the truth is always going to come out in one way or another. So I don't know. I hope that helps you, Lise. I really do hope it does. I hope so. Yeah, Yvonne, you're right. It's very hard when it's a family member, and it is. It's somebody who is close to you, and someone who is, someone you were very close with. I'm thinking, I know you're the oldest sister, Yvonne, and I'm thinking this is the sister that is right after you, right? She's like right after you in the line of succession. I think that's who I think she is. Lisa, are you the youngest? All right. So Jane, what's going on, Jane? Will the Aries call you again this week? Will they get in touch with you again this week? Good question. Right? I don't think so. I don't think again this week. I say that. Lisa's the second youngest. Nicholas the youngest. Okay. So it goes Nicola, then Lisa, then Lorraine, and then Glenda, and then you, Yvonne. Right? Did I get that right? Oh no, it's you, Lorraine, and then one in between. Yvonne, Lorraine, Glenda, me. Okay. Huh. There's a gap. There's quite a gap between all of you. Interesting. Anyhow, I don't read reversals, Bartman, at all. I never have since I started the show almost a year ago. All right. So, Jane, I see where there's a communication gap now. So, no, I don't think there's going to be any more messages this week. I think, you're looking at things. You're happy the way things are. You're just now going to think about things a little differently because there isn't going to be that communication. You're going to think back and you're going to say, okay, well, at least I did get some kind of communication. But you're afraid. You're afraid that the Aries is a little sneaky. right? They're trying to make off with something that's really not theirs. They're trying to do something behind your back that doesn't, that's not theirs. It has nothing to do with them. They shouldn't be there. And I think that's going to hurt your feelings. I think your feelings may end up getting hurt. And again, you're going to end up walking away because that's what happens. You stay away for a while, and then then you're hoping the end comes back again. And that's kind of the cycle that things are on. That's the circle. That's the cycle, right? Over and over and over. That's the way things go. You hear from them, then you don't hear from them for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear from them again. Only 2 years between Glenda, Lisa, and Nicola. Wow. But there's there's 7 years between you and Lorraine. Then there's still another big gap again between Lorraine and Glenda. Like 5 or 6 years. Oh, you guys. I feel like part of the Farrell family, I swear. I do. I'm the brother you guys never wanted. I'm like the big brother you never wanted. All right. Dream Queen, you want to know if you'll pass probation at your new job. Be patient. Be patient, young Dream Queen. Again, we get this heartache, right? We get this feeling of pain, like you're in pain and you're concerned. And of course, I think that's exactly where things are at this point. You are very concerned about this. Maybe you feel like you're not doing a great job, but I think you are. I don't think it's anything bad. I see you moving forward and in this, and I see where, people like you. I see where people like you. And, and I think, believe it or not, you are actually doing a very good job. You are being very, very, you're being very confident. You're doing a really good job in the job that in whatever job it is that you're doing. Okay. So whatever this job is, you're going to be doing a great job at it. You're going to make it through. Time is going to go on and on and on. It'll go around and around. And as long as you have some patience, everything will work out fine. Right? Everything will work out fine. You got to have patience. You got to take things slowly. Don't try to rush things too quickly. Right? If there's training involved, don't rush it. Make sure you know it before you tell people you know it, because that could go bad, right? But don't feel bad. Don't feel nervous or scared. Don't move away from it. Feel like you're going to really love this job because you're going to do a good job. So that's what I get for you. That's what I got. So, hello, my friends whose names I never get. So, one is initial N, right? And the other one says, call me Chan. I remember that. It's good to have you guys here. Thanks so much for being here. I'm glad to see you. You're welcome, Jane. You are welcome. Bartman, how's your writing turning out so far? Okay, let's see what we get for you. How's your writing turning out so far? Hmm. I think it's very structured. I think you have things in order right now. I think you are very disciplined about how you're going about it. And I think those are all important things. Yeah, you're going to, again, have to have some understanding and patience that this, your writing may not be everyone's cup of tea. And that's always the truth, right? Not everything goes for everybody. Just like, hey, my show doesn't sit well with everyone, I'm sure, or else we would have a million people here, but we don't, and that's okay. So it's not everything is not everyone's cup of tea, and you just let those people move on, right? You don't have to worry about them. They'll move on, and they won't go back. They won't take a second look. That's okay. However, you personally, with the writing, I think you are very realistic about um, your goals and what should come from this, right? I think the writing itself is very successful. I think you are very dependable that you're doing this each day or each night or whenever you do, as often as you do it, you're writing at the same time, and you've got yourself a regimen down, right? And you're dependable on doing that. And right now, I think people are really giving you good feedback. I think they're making you feel good about it. I think they're building you up, making you feel like things are going really well. And, that's good because, they're being very friendly. They're being very warm to you, and that is making you feel more successful, and you're determined to do more, right? More writing in the future. So I think things are turning out really good so far, so good. Yeah, there you go. So you're still writing it, and that's right. Absolutely. But I think things are going good. I think maybe people have seen some of it and they like it. And that was really good. And they've been very supportive of you so far, and they're supportive of everything you do, right? There's people out there who are very supportive of all the things that you do, including your YouTube channel. So I think those are all good things. All good things. 5 years. Yep, 5 years. I knew it was something like that, probably 5, 6 years. So Joseanne, will SW and you go your separate ways? Oh no. A breakup question. Oh, now I feel sad. Hang on now, I gotta cry for a moment. A nice girl like you, why would somebody want to go their separate ways from you? Or maybe you want to go your separate ways from them. right, so will SW and you go your separate ways? Yes. Yes. My short answer is absolutely yes. You can see it. You can kind of see it right here in the first couple of cards, right? I think there's been too many mind games, Josanne. I think just too many to get past, because the Five of Swords is all about mind games. It's about conflict, fighting, mind games. Absolutely. The Three of Swords is about somebody walking away and just going, right, and leaving and breaking up. And the Three of Swords is about heartbreak and heartache and pain and hurt, but it's also about moving on. It's about being frustrated, about you've just had enough. You've had too much of this. Things are just frustrating, and that's it. So you've had enough. You're at a point where, yes, you've had enough, and that's the way it goes, right? And sometimes this happens. So will you and SW go your separate ways? Yes. Yes. Based on those three cards, absolutely. Now, what do you do after? What do you do afterwards? Well, take your time, right? You take your time. You slow down. You move forward. And somebody else will come into your life. But take things slowly. Don't jump into things. Don't do things, right? Don't jump into things that are going to be moving way too quickly. And have the patience to know when things are good or when they're not good. Because if you get out of a whole idea of a special friendship or relationship, I don't know what you want to call it. If you're seeing someone and it's only been 1 or 2 dates and things aren't going well and you get rid of them, or they, vice versa, unfortunately, well, then it's a lot easier than it is like a year down the road, when you realize, when you've been going on, and it's like, I should have stopped this back in the beginning, because it's been terrible ever since it started, right? So here's the end of your journey with SW, and now you are going to make the transition here to a new journey, right? Something new, something on the other side that is new potential is there, with a lot of new energy. And you've got that new energy to get across that Ace of Rods, that one rod that is going across. And that's what you've got. So use it, and you'll feel good about things. You'll feel better about things. I'm very sorry, Josanne, but maybe it's for the best. There you go. He's playing mind games. Yeah, see? You said it. I told it to you. That's exactly what I said, because the Five of Swords is all about mind games. That's so funny. Hello, Llewellyn Lazen. Did I get that right? I hope so. Envy, it's good to have you here. All right, let's see. Where are we? Austin, what's going on? How are you doing? I hope well. How can you progress further on your spiritual journey or your spiritual path? What can you do? What can you do? I'm doing all right, Envy. Thank you. I'm glad to have you here. I know people hear me say that every night, and they hear me say it to people as they come in, and maybe they think it's disingenuous, but it's not. I am happy to have you guys here every single night. I am happy to have people as they come in. I want to make sure that everybody feels welcome to the show, for sure. I'm going to tell you, people. I went back and watched part of the show last night just for the comments. I don't listen to myself. I can't stand myself. I can't stand hearing myself when I talk. But I wanted to see the comments because I know there were comments made and stuff, and I didn't get to see them all. I didn't get to read them all and at the time and stuff. And I have to say, there were so many people who made really nice comments to me last night. I really, really appreciated all of them. I'm not going to call people's names out and say names and stuff like that. You know if you made a nice comment or not. And, I'm just giving a big old blanket thank you to everyone who made some really nice things that were said. So thank you. All right. So how can you progress further on your spiritual journey? Austin, I think you're bored right now. I just think you're bored of it, of the whole thing at this point. That's what you have to get past. All right. So that's what you have to get past. If there was one thing that has to get done, you have to get past the boredom. Plan and organize. That's the way to move further. That's definitely going to be the way to move further, right? Make sure you plan, make sure you organize, make sure you are driven to do this, to follow your spiritual journey. Because if you don't, well, then, you go back to being bored again. You're going to have to make a decision at some point about how exactly you want to continue on this. And again, is it a spiritual journey or is it just a path? And that's what you decide, right? You come up with that and you decide that and you'll figure it out. But I think you're going to figure that out by assessing what has come before, all the things that you've done in the past about this on your spiritual journey. I think as long as you assess everything that was there and see what works and what doesn't work, well, then you just use the things that worked and move forward. That's how you're going to be able to progress further. Don't let this make you feel like you are deceiving yourself or not not seeing things correctly, that it's not really there. Your spiritual path or your spiritual journey is your own, and it's not an illusion. It's there for you just the way you want it to be. You just have to lay out the parameters for it. So that's what I get for you, Austin. That's the way. From those cards, at least. That's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. So awesome. Thank you so much for being here again. I do appreciate that, Austin. I know you were here last night and did not get a reading, and I'm sorry about that. I just didn't have time, right? I just run out after a while. Hey, by the way, I told you your internship will be accepted, and it did. NV, that's awesome. That is awesome news. So congratulations, number one, right? Congratulations to you. I think that is a wonderful thing, and I'm glad that we talked about it and got it right. Yvonne, I'm not like the big brother you never had. I'm like the big brother you never wanted. I'm the big brother no one ever wanted. I'm sure even my sister says that somewhere when she's alone and, and I'm not finding out about it. She's saying, oh, that night reader, he's the brother I never wanted. Although she does not like this whole idea. She doesn't like that I do this. I would be a good brother to you, NV. Oh, that's nice. All right, here we go. So, NV, what's coming to you, new or old love? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? I think your dedication and determination is extremely important. I think you pushing yourself towards a future love of love, right, is takes a lot out of you. And what do? Well, you think back. You think back of all the relationships you had, and you reminisce and you think about it, and it's like, oh well, I wish, maybe I wish this one came back to me, or maybe that I wish that one was here and stuff like that. But you know what? Then you have to think. You really have to think hard. I mean, let me give you a little bit of insight of my own. This is just me. Just comes from me. It's not coming from cards or anything. I'm not reading the cards at this moment. I'm just telling you personally. My personal thought is, if, when you think back about relationships that have gone bad, or, that are not, that you're not in anymore, and have broken up, if you look back on them, all you can see are the good things. It always seems like that, at least. That's all you can see. You can only see the good stuff. You can't see the bad. So if you're sitting here, you can see how this girl is looking, right? And she's looking very fondly into the night sky and thinking, oh, I wish I had this person. I wish this person would come back. Well, you know what? Take the time, think really hard, and remember what it was. Why was there a breakup in the first place? Why was there a breakup? There had to be a reason, right? So there's a reason for that breakup. Do you really want to go back to that? If you want to go back to that, you're going to end up breaking up again, because people don't really change that much. Not enough that it's going to be that big of a deal, and not that much of a, change. So eventually, I think things would end up going back to the way they were, and you're going to end up being hurt and have to, you're already hurt. You've already been hurt before. You can see he's got the bandage up there, and now you're putting walls up around you. And that doesn't get you close to anybody if you have walls up, right? You can't be close to someone when you have a wall in front of you. So the short answer to your question, who is coming toward you, new or old love, I'm going to say new love. Someone different, someone that you don't know, someone that is somebody who's different, someone else, where you can start over. And you can learn about them, and they can learn about you, and things will be better that way. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I get for you, NV. All right. Very good. So N, right? N, I think I got the initial correct. And is your Scorpio separate from the third party or still with them? Last night, I definitely had the impression from last night's reading that they were not with the third party. But we will do more readings. All right, we'll do another reading on it and see. Is the Scorpio separate from the third party? Is the Scorpio separate? Bartman, you asked me about doing reading reversals and stuff. Do you think I should? Do you think I should be reading reversals? Just curious about what your take on that is. Austin, you're very welcome. And V, of course, you are welcome too. And my friend N. So I think that the Scorpio, your Scorpio friend there and the third party are not together. I see that, your Scorpio friend is out doing things on their own, not with the third party. I think, the time for changes has come and things did change. No, Chan, you did not miss your read. Yours is coming up, I'm sure. I think the time for change is coming. The wheels are turning, right? You're at a turning point in your life. And I think the Scorpio has left, the Scorpio is coming over here and the third party is still back here. So, I don't know if this makes you happy or sad. I don't know if this makes you a little bit afraid because you're not sure what's going on. But I think that you are, I think you would push yourself to have a good meeting with this person or get together or something to that point, something to that idea. I really think that you would, like to dedicate yourself to the Scorpio, but you got to make sure that, they want to be with you as well. All right. So thank you so much. You are very, very welcome for your read. So are you going to pass school this year and be successful in the future? Go, Gina. Are you still around? Go, Gina. Are you still here? Let me know if you are. And Lazian, let me know if you're still here too. I would appreciate that. Yeah, it's preference, right? It's preference, Bartman, and says the same thing. I was just looking at your take on it. Yeah, Chan, I know you're still here. That's why I'm doing your reading. Yeah, everybody's different. I was just wondering. I was just wondering about your thought on it. I don't know if you do or not. I've only ever seen your Kipper readings, and those don't really have reversals. So, all right. So, are you going to pass school this year? I think so. I think you are, I think you're getting ready to, again, move along from one phase of life to another or one year to another. And I think you're smart. I think you're a very smart person, and school this year has made you almost feel like, yeah, you know what? I know this stuff. I don't need any more. I don't need any more of it because I know all the things you're teaching us the same things this year, it seems like, as opposed to all the other years, right? So I don't think anything's really new this year because of all the issues with COVID and everything. But I do think you take time to yourself to reflect on the things you are learning. And I think you take time to reflect on the rest of your school life and history. And I think that's really important. I think you're searching for the success that you want in school, and it's right there in front of you. I think it's right in front of you. You've already overcome all the obstacles. Mountains, of course, are obstacles in tarot. Mountains are obstacles, and you are above all those mountains, and so that means you've raised up above your obstacles in your life, and that obstacle, of course, is school. So yes, you're going to be successful. You're still searching for things, right? You'll search for success in the future, because that's what everybody does. You may not find it on the first shot, but that's okay. Not everybody does, and most people don't, right? But you're very energetic, you're very friendly and honest and open. And I think you have a lot to offer when it comes to getting out there and finding a job at some point. So yeah, I think things are going to be okay for you. You're going to definitely pass school this year. And I think, your future will end up being successful. You just have to give it some time, and you have to give it you have to work on it a little, right? You got to figure out what's going to work best for you. So go, Gina. What's up? Would it be wrong of you to go into hermit mode? Wait for the universe to make things up to you. You've given yourself a lot. You've given a lot of yourself to the world, and you're still waiting for your good karma. Yeah, right? What comes around goes around. What happens when it doesn't go around? You're just waiting for it to come around. Yeah, you're welcome, Chan. You're gonna be good. You'll be fine. Chan, where are you from? What country are you from? Did we talk about this once already? We may or may not have. I don't remember. I keep a little journal of all the countries and states that people are from. And I like to know. I think it's amazing how people find me from all over the world. So if anybody wants to call out where they're from, and if they're in the United States, what state you're in. I'm in a state of confusion all the time. But for those of you who don't know, I am in New Jersey in the United States, New Jersey on the East Coast. And I am right on the coast, very, very close. Walking distance to the ocean. All right, so would it be wrong for you? Here's what you are, right? You feel hurt. You already feel hurt. You're putting up your walls. You are protecting yourself. You think that the universe has no plans for you right now, and you're trying to be brave and resistant, but it's not working so well. So what do? You feel alone. You feel isolated. You feel all by yourself, like you're sad, right? Like you're never, you're waiting for good karma, and here's good karma up here in this cup, and you're never going to be able to reach it. You're never going to find it. I think you just have to look and see all the things you've actually accomplished, and know that you would probably never have accomplished such things if it wasn't for good karma, if it wasn't for you doing so many good things, right? Then maybe some of your accomplishments may never have happened. The Ten of Pentacles tells me that you should be happy about your life and about your family and friends and stuff like that. It's all about you being very prosperous. And I think, your good karma is going to make you feel that way. I think that good karma is coming to you. I don't think you have to wait very long. So I would say, no, don't go into hermit mode. Right? Don't go into hermit mode. I think good karma is coming your way. Don't sit in the house with sweatpants on for the next 9 months and Whatever all. Let the hair on your legs grow so long you have to braid it, right? Ew. All right. Let's see what we got here for you. Josephine Astro Kid, it's very nice to have you here. Welcome to the show and welcome to the Night Reader Tarot family of friends. Please make sure you subscribe, get your notifications. You'll see I'm here every single night. And let's see what we got. So what's the energy surrounding Eslin's feelings towards you? How does Eslin feel about you? Good question, right? I know you came up with it all by yourself. So I think Eslin feels very much like they would like things to be serious or more serious with you. They are very traditional. They have a lot of knowledge and they would like to, they feel very protective of you. You, on the other hand, are trying to do some emotional healing first. And, that's a good thing. I'm not saying that you and Eslin can't get together or be together, but right now I think maybe you have your walls up and you are defending yourself. You're trying to make yourself feel better because things maybe in your last relationship didn't go so well and didn't end so well. Things weren't always absolutely perfect. But I think Eslin would like to come in and again protect you from this kind of thing. I think Eslin is a very smart person who is very structured and disciplined, but I think very able and active to be a good partner. And I think, I think you just have to take some time to soul search a little bit and figure out on your own what's going to be best for you, right? Reflect back, reflect on your past, reflect on the things that have happened in your life. And if you do that, well, then you're going to realize, all right, well, I'm not going to do those things anymore. I'm not going to make those mistakes anymore. And if you do that, things will work out very well for you and Eslin. I think Eslin's feelings, like I said, are very strong for you. Eslin really wants to be protective of you and does want things to be serious and wouldn't mind that at all. So, yeah, that's what I get for you, Josephine. Thank you so much for subscribing. I do appreciate that. All right. Let's see what time. Oh, yeah, look at that. We are almost out of time. And Llewellyn, does Riyadh Pisces think about me, Aisha Scorpio? All right, let's see what we get for you. Shay Myers, you can ask. I don't know if I'll have time for it. We've only got 5 minutes left in the show. But welcome to the show. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you get your notifications. So this way, you'll see that I come on every night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. You're very welcome, Josephine. All right. Does the Pisces think about the Scorpio, about you, the Scorpio, Aisha? And I think there's a disconnect between the two of you, very distant disconnect between you, because I think Riyadh the Pisces is not the most honest person in the world, and I think that's causing a communication gap right now. I don't think things are really getting through to the other person, right? One person is trying to get through to somebody about something, and it's not really getting through because there's still deceit going on. There's still sneakiness going on behind somebody's back, and that's not really what you want. You just don't want things to change. You want things just to be, you just want to be happy and home and doing your own thing in your own house. And, that kind of makes you feel emotionally fragile at times. Yeah, sure it does. But I do think that you are, I think, the two of you think about each other, but I don't know that it's exactly in the right way. So, all right. That's what I'm getting for you. All right, Shay Myers, you made it. You get the last free question for the night. Hey, DM. Hello, Rose Thompson. How are you? DM, it's good to see you again. Rose, please subscribe, get notifications so you can see that I come on every single night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And this way you get here early, you can get your question in early and get those questions answered. Right? Or you can donate, and I can guarantee you a reading right now. All right, Shay. How does Zay feel about Shay? Ooh, this is going to be confusing. I'm going to get tongue-tied. You don't want to see what happens to my tongue when I get tongue-tied. How does Zay feel about Shay? I think everybody likes Shay. Shay has lots and lots of friends. I really do. Yeah, DM, it's good to see you. I know. I remember. Even though you changed your picture. Yeah, I remember you. Of course I do. Avantika, how are you? It's good to have you here. Unfortunately, this is our last reading, our last free reading. So, yeah, I think everybody loves Shay. I think the two of you have, a problem with communication. I think you and Zay, or if it's not you, Shay, then it's, Zay and Shay, I think have a communication problem. And I think, I think the past used to be good. I think there used to be a connection between the two people, and it used to be really good. And I think Zay thinks about that. I think Zay feels that way, right? I think that person looks back and thinks about it. But I don't think things were all roses and butterflies, because I think, things are really being looked at the wrong way. People got hurt. Somebody's feelings got hurt or are getting hurt or could get hurt. It's all that's what it's really all about. It's all about hurt feelings. It's all about starting over and moving on. Right? Something's going to end so that one of you can move on, and well, that's what's going to happen. So I think that's what's going on, Shay. I hope that makes sense to you. I don't want it to be sad, and I don't want you to feel bad. But I do think that's that's what I get. That's the truth of it, and I have to tell the truth. Of course, nobody would come back to see a lying tarot reader. So I have to tell the truth whether it hurts or not. That is DM, by the way. That is the Anna.K tarot. Anna.K. If you look her up online, she's there. She's a very nice woman from a former Soviet Union country, and I don't remember which one, but she wrote to me once. I wrote to her telling her thank you for such a beautiful deck and for making it, and how much I enjoyed reading from it. And well, she wrote back to me, and that was very nice. So thank you so much. I do appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed the show. Thank you for being here. And don't forget, I will be back again tomorrow night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope to see you all then. Have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.